Hapara or Hapara, depends on where you're from, and that's how you say it. So what we have here is Hapara tools. People think of Hapara tools, and what you're really looking at is three different things: Teacher Dashboard, Hapara Highlights, and Workspace. Starting with Teacher Dashboard right here. Teacher Dashboard, what you have in Teacher Dashboard is the idea that this is an overlay on Google Drive and to help with the productivity apps, things like Google Docs, Slides, Sheets, and more. Hapara gives teachers access and visibility into students' work that is hosted in this G Suite, the Google Drive. This instructional management tool supports helping students if they're struggling with lost documents, and also helping with teachers to share out to students with these documents, and even to differentiate that sharing. So you can see here that the last thing is that you can support students learning to organize their materials in the dashboard file system folders. So again, one of the three tools that Hapara offers is Teacher Dashboard. Let's cover the other two. Again, Hapara, this is a set of three tools. One of the tools is Dashboard, another is Highlights, and the last is Workspace. The most popular amongst teachers I've noticed in Tukwila School District is Hapara Highlights. Hapara Highlights is a tool that allows teachers to interact with and highlight on learning. It also supports teachers to view and guide the activity of students while they are in Google Chrome, such as logged into a Chromebook. Lastly, Hapara Highlights can reinforce digital citizenship in class while logged into Google Chrome or a Chromebook, as I mentioned. Now, Highlights is actually going to support a teacher in a number of ways. Teacher be able to see how students are progressing on their digital assignments, because you can actually see the students' screens. From there, a teacher can see the average activity of a class, students' collaboration that is happening. So what happens is there is a way to see graphically what's going on in your classroom. Another is teachers can focus or lock students into 1 to up to 5 websites for students to use to support dealing with digital distraction, to make testing-like environments, and all sorts of other reasons. From here, a teacher can also send messages to their students in groups or class to reinforce good choices. And last, teachers can use Hapara Highlights to differentiate different sites to groups of students that they pre-make. Hapara Highlights, another tool in the choices of Hapara. Third tool, Hapara Workspace. Hapara Workspace is part of the instructional management system that Hapara is, in that it supports teachers to create units of study. It allows teachers to differentiate in those units for the supports that students receive in the groups that and individuals that the teacher chooses to send the supports to, such as resources, such as text, such as videos, etc. Along with the practice or the student evidence. You might think of it as the assignment part. Hapara Workspace will actually also differentiate this piece too, but yet it keeps it all in one interface, Workspace. And then the teacher is able to have those units created, easily share those units amongst colleagues, differentiate resources for students, and by having one place for that differentiation to happen, and then differentiate the work for students as well. Along with the teachers are able to see visually what's going on with students, the work that they progress in and their learning, and they're able to have more of a formative assessment compared to the learning targets that are set for the Workspace units. So Hapara does have three different tools: Dashboard, Highlights, and Workspace. How can these help you in your classroom? Hapara, three different tools: Dashboard, Highlights, Workspace. And Hapara is going to help you out by having two different sites to log into for teachers and one for students. Hapara Dashboard and Hapara Highlights, teachers will log into teacherdashboard.com. For students, the only place they would need to worry about logging in is with Workspace. Teachers would log in at workspace.teacherdashboard.com, and students would use mystudentdashboard.com. using the Google sign-in for all of these. With this, a quick review is on the Tuck Teacher Toolkit website that is hosted on our Tukwila homepage under the technology parts.